over the last couple of days, between rebuilding my man cave, kids' parties and everything else, I got a little bit inspired to try something different. Now, many of you might already know about this. This is a little Rapidfire King adapter that I designed a number of months back. In fact, crikey, it could well even be nearly a year back. I forget now. Well, following on from all the LZR mods and all these things going, I thought, wouldn't it be nice to change this ever so slightly and turn it into like a dock wing, maybe? Something like that. And the result to all of this, which really I've cobbled together by taking my existing designs and extending it, was this setup. I've specifically designed it for some of the true RC patches, and you can see I've tried to keep it as tight as possible. Now, the result's quite nice, and what it really goes down the route of is saying that systems like Rapidfire tend to work better when you have two of the same sort of antennas pointing in the same general direction than they do with a mix and match. They work well enough with a mix and match, but certainly as you get to the extremities of range, it kind of helps to have two of the same, and then the processing just works. And it's kind of a dark art. I couldn't tell you exactly how it works, but I'm sure guys like Tony Cake would maybe one day divulge what's going on. But for me, I found in all my tests it works well. Now, the whole conceptual idea to this setup is quite easy. You just literally print yourself a different case, pop it on. You're going to need one 20 centimeter long SMA with right angle connectors on it, and one 10 centimeter. You could actually get away with two 20s, but if you really want to keep the cables as short as possible, you want a 20 and a 10. And pop them on, get your antennas and go. Now, as I said, I've specifically done this to suit the smaller antennas. My end goal with this is not so much about long range, but just getting pretty wide coverage over a broad area. These antennas are sitting at about a 20-degree angle apart from each other, which will give them a lovely overlap, but still allow kind of quite a lot behind you. In fact, I dare say I'll probably get a near 360 with this arrangement, maybe 270 to 300, I would guess, which is kind of plenty for what I want. And mostly the reason I want this rig is that super compact holiday setup. You know, you'll notice I've even got this on a selfie stick as my tripod, because with the little DJI ones here, boop, I can get that, get a lovely flat plate, and I could pop this on a balcony, maybe next to a pool in some foreign country, you know, sit down and off you go. And then with all the LZR sort of mods which have happened in the latest version of the Rapidfire firmware, I could still actually just kind of move it around like that to get coverage in the best area, because the module will beep when you start moving out of range. So it kind of offers a super compact, easy to go version. You know, technically I suppose I could design a version which had longer wings, and I guess if any of you guys want that, by all means let me know. It's only going to take me half an hour and I'll just do some extended arms and you could get the full LZR antennas on. But, you know, for me personally, that's not really where the game was. For me, I want something a little bit more compact that I can chuck in a flat bag and it's not going to really occupy any more space than the existing LZR antennas, but gives me a standalone dock. It's I'm very happy with it. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. I'm kind of happy with the result. I haven't flown this yet, but I've flown the same setup on my goggles and it works great. So I'm very confident this will just, you know, be utterly brilliant. Yeah, let's see what happens. Cheers, guys.